Welcome back to the channel. I got married this past year and I wanted to share with you 5 things that I regret about my wedding and 5 things that I'm glad I did to hopefully help you as you plan your wedding. So the first thing that I regret, and this is literally so stupid because my husband is a videographer and I'm a photographer. We should have known better, but we did not hire a videographer. We kind of set up our cameras for the ceremony and just wanted to save money, and I definitely wish we had hired a videographer because it is so worth it to have those memories on video, and just even the stress of us having to think about our cameras on the wedding day was a little bit ridiculous. So I think that hiring a videographer, yes, it costs a lot, but the memories that you have for the rest of your life are so worth it. And I don't know why we thought that we could still just do it our own way, even though we encourage other people not to. So don't be a hypocrite like me. But hire a videographer for your wedding. It's definitely worth the money. And again, I'm gonna be sharing the things I'm glad I did too, because I'm not trying to just focus on the negative, but I really want to think about the things that I am glad I did. Don't think that I'm not being grateful about the wedding day I had. I absolutely loved it. I just want to tell you a few regrets so that it can help maybe save you a few regrets for your wedding. So one thing I'm really glad that I did is having a small guest count. With our experience in the wedding industry, we knew that we did not want to have a huge guest count for our wedding. I just felt like it was so nice to have time to talk to each of the people that we invited to our wedding, and having a small guest count allowed us to do so. So I'm really glad we did that. Okay, so my second regret is not saving more of the food for us to enjoy the next day, or not taking the time to enjoy enough of the food on the wedding day. The nerves and the excitement and the fun with all these people that we love, all of those things just wrapped up in one day was so much that even though Mike and I both love food so much and we had chosen food that we enjoy, we really didn't get to enjoy too much of it on the wedding day. And so I kind of wish we had either had the forethought to set aside some of the food so that we could maybe heat some things up, enjoy it the next day. We did end up taking home, I think, a piece of the pie because we didn't just have a traditional wedding cake. We also wanted to have pies because that's one of Mike's favorites. So I do wish that we had taken the time to enjoy some of that food in a menu that we had really curated for something we love. I think it would have been nice, honestly, to enjoy some leftovers the next day. One thing that I am so glad that we did was having someone that was meaningful to us officiate the ceremony. Our friend David, he's also an ordained minister, so he has the experience of speaking in front of people, but he also is someone who means a lot to us and was able to really personalize our ceremony. It was really sweet also just knowing that someone that's going to be in our wedding photos isn't just a stranger, but someone that means a lot to us. So my third regret for our wedding day is not having photos of our younger selves around. It was really cool on our wedding to see like both of our families together. I mean, most of those people were in a room together for the very first time. And I feel like looking back on those memories of our childhoods would have been really nice for both sides of the family to get to see that. So I do wish we had put some photos of our younger selves somewhere in our wedding day so that people could look at those and either reminisce or see our childhood photos for the first time if they are from each other's families. I didn't say that very well. But one thing that I'm really glad that we did was we had some of the relatives that were traveling far from out of town come to the rehearsal dinner with us. The rehearsal dinner, we didn't just get to see the people who were in our ceremony, but also some of those relatives who really had come a long way to see us. We got to have some extra time with them. So I'm really glad that we did that. Another one of my regrets for the wedding was honestly not thanking our guests and our vendors quickly enough. All of the wedding planning and then the time afterwards, getting back to kind of normal life after the wedding, I kind of wish that I had just kept that momentum and that excitement going by immediately writing nice reviews for our vendors and writing out some of those thank you notes. So I do recommend just kind of having a plan for that after your wedding, because as time goes on, it's going to become like less motivating and less on your radar to do that. For me, it took quite a long time, many months after the wedding, to send out thank you notes and to write nice reviews. So I do wish I did that a lot faster. One thing that I'm so glad I did for the wedding was having a Polaroid guest book. I noticed that the guests were having so much fun, and I loved seeing everyone interacting and taking Polaroid photos and waiting to see how they turned out. And it was so cool looking at our guest book afterwards and seeing those fun pictures and like the selfies they took and all those people that we love. I really think that that was something really meaningful to both of us. My last regret for the wedding was, honestly, we didn't practice our first dance enough. So we were like a little bit nervous, and like during cocktail hour, like trying to quickly practice in another room to be ready for our first dance. And I do wish we had spent more of that time during cocktail hour with our guests instead of anxiously trying to prepare our first dance and be ready for that moment. One of the best things, though, that we did on our wedding day is that I had a friend hang on to my phone. Both of us did not want to be looking at our phone at all on the wedding day. Like, it is such a special day. We do not need to look at a screen at all. So I love that I handed my phone over to one of my best friends, and she also discreetly took some video clips for me so that before we saw all of our photos from the wedding, we were still able to just enjoy like a few videos on my phone of things happening throughout the day. She was very discreet, so she didn't get in the way of any of the photography, but it just meant a lot to me to just have some of those videos on my phone and get to see some things right away. I'm gonna be honest with you, you may end up having a few regrets from your wedding day, but I just hope that those big things, you're able to do what you want so that you won't regret the things that are most important to you. Ultimately, your wedding day is about the people that you love, celebrating your love and a new, exciting chapter in your lives. So I hope these tips were helpful. Remember to focus on the positive. Not everything's gonna be perfect, but I hope you're able to plan a day that you truly love. Comment down below if you have any wedding regrets or any things that you're excited about for your wedding. And please like and subscribe so that we can help a lot more brides in the future. If you enjoyed this video, here's another one I think you'll like.